I thought this morning I should have a chat about Wales and the EU because I haven't touched that one actually. And according to the opinion polls, if they're right, that Wales is pretty evenly divided, which surprises me to be honest, because no part of the United Kingdom benefits more from support and investment and financial aid from Europe than Wales. That is because we are one of the poorest regions of the community. And in fact, when I go back to 1972, when the decision was being made to join Europe, the common market as it was then, Wales was very apprehensive, and most of its political representatives voted against because of the worry that we were on the edges of Europe and that we would lose out. Well, the opposite has been the case. We are a net beneficiary from the investments from Europe. We receive something like 600 odd million a year, and we pay out as our share of the EU contribution something in the order of 450 million. So we benefit by over 200 odd million per year from being members. And no one should try and fool you otherwise. We know full well, you travel the country across Wales and you see the projects. It's been estimated that some 96 projects have benefited considerably over the last 5 years from aid from Brussels. Now, farming depends on Europe. Over 90% of Welsh lamb is exported to Europe. Almost half the exports of Welsh industry goes to Europe. Our universities, a number of other areas, the tourist industry, rural areas, the list is endless. And the structural funds and the support we get is without question of benefit to us, and in many parts of our economy it is crucial. Now, don't listen to those people who say, oh look, when we're outside, Wales will still get that sort of aid. We will still, the Tory government in London, or indeed a Boris Johnson government, and Michael Gove and Farage and those people, we will look after Wales. That is what they try to say when they come and pay a visit here, just to try and con the Welsh people. You know in your hearts, and in the heartlands of Wales, you know that is not true. It just won't happen. It hasn't happened in the past. I remember when I was a Member of Parliament, the struggles to get financial support even for the agricultural industry in Carmarthenshire and West Wales. It was a constant struggle to get a fair share of the cake for Wales. Now that is what you've got to think about. You've got to think about how will we cope on the outside. You've got to think about, can we trust these people who have never given much to Wales in the past, and their interest in Wales is rather ephemeral and on the sidelines. And when we go through the industrial valleys of Wales, do we really think that, for instance, a Boris Johnson government would look after the interest of the Welsh communities? I don't think so. I'm sorry to say that, but I just don't think so. Now, it's a big decision. As I said, no other part of Britain requires and needs and gets the support of Europe like Wales do. And I repeat again, we get about 200 odd million pounds a year more back to Wales than we pay out. Our exports, our investments, our jobs, some 200,000 jobs are linked to European exports and industry. The agricultural sector, I'm repeating myself, I know, because I just don't want to get the Welsh people to get it wrong, because leave is not in the interest of Wales, believe me.